Hello, this is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 117, 2 Samuel, chapters 1 and 2. If you enjoy this podcast, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
2 Samuel.
Yeah, new book.
It seems like we were in 1 Samuel for such a long time.
Yeah, and we're going to be in 2 Samuel for a while, too.
Oh,
a little bit slow going here.
Okay.
But they're interesting stories.
Okay. Should we move ahead with the first story in 2 Samuel?
Yes, we should.
Great.
After Saul died and David returned from slaughtering Amalekites, a young man with torn clothes came up to David and prostrated himself.
The man told David that Saul and Jonathan died in battle.
David asked, "How do you know that?"
The young man said, "Saul called to me while he was leaning on his spear. He asked me who I was.
I told him, "I'm an Amalekite."
And then he asked me to kill him.
So I killed him, knowing that he wouldn't survive his wounds, and I took his crown and bracelet and brought them to you."
Well, that's a nice guy, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a lot going on here. In the first verse, it says that David had returned from fighting the Amalekites.
Uh-huh.
And remember, the Amalekites had attacked the town of Ziklag, right? And
Yes.
taken all of his stuff, and then they had to go back and get his wife and stuff. And the people were all upset and were going to stone David and all of that.
Yep.
And in the meantime, Saul and Jonathan and his brothers were fighting the Philistines. And Saul and his sons were killed.
Uh-huh.
And Saul, in that story, committed suicide. He asked his armor bearer to kill him because he didn't want any uncircumcised Philistine to kill him.
Yep.
But the armor bearer refused, and so they both end up killing themselves.
Yeah, very bizarre.
Yeah.
But this is not that story.
No, but it is a story that is about that story.
Uh-huh. So here we have an Amalekite who is a Philistine.
No?
Oh, okay.
No, different groups. Amalekites were the guys that David was fighting. Somehow the Amalekite was there, but I don't think he was involved in the fight. He was just a bystander. He was just saying, he came by and he saw Saul leaning on his spear, wounded. Mm-hmm. And Saul said,
"Kill me."
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
we haven't got there yet, have we?
Well, yeah, Saul said...
because I knew he wouldn't survive his wounds. So he did kill him.
Yeah.
The Amalekite is saying that he killed Saul. Mm-hmm. But the other story said that Saul killed himself. So we don't really know what happened.
Yeah, okay. So then David and everyone who was with him rent their clothes, fasted, and wept for Saul and his son. Because that must have been really bad news for David to hear. Although, David and Saul never really always got along.
No, they didn't. But Jonathan had died, and they were very close.
Yes, they were.
So they tore their clothes, as they always do when bad things happen, and cried.
Seems like a waste of resources to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of torn clothes, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Then David asked the Amalekite, "Why weren't you afraid to kill the Lord's anointed?"
I wonder if the Amalekite knew Saul was the Lord's anointed.
Yeah, he wouldn't think he was the Lord's anointed anyway. But, the king of Israel to the Hebrews, the Lord's anointed.
Uh-huh. So before the Amalekite could answer, David called one of his young men and said, "Kill him."
And David's young man killed the Amalekite.
Okay, so this guy, out of the goodness of his heart, is coming to say, this is what happened to Saul. Here's his stuff. I thought you might want it.
Right.
And David just says, "Kill him."
Right. Verse 16.
Yep. David said to the dead Amalekite, wait a second.
Well, he's
talking to him.
Uh-huh.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Your blood is on your own head since you killed the Lord's anointed.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I think that guy's blood is on David's hands.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. David just killed a messenger.
Yes, he did.
And then he's going to sing a little song for us.
Oh, my God. All right.
The Song of the Bow. I'm just giving a few excerpts of this song.
It's pretty long.
It's not horribly long, but these are just some of my favorite lines from it. Verse 19 says, "How are the mighty fallen?" You hear that a lot.
Yes.
How are the mighty fallen? I think that's where it's from.
Oh. But don't say it in Gath. It'd make the daughters of uncircumcised men happy.
Yeah, we don't want that. The bow of Jonathan didn't turn back from the fat of the mighty, and the sword of Saul returned not empty.
I am sad for you, Jonathan. You were very pleasant to me. Your love for me was wonderful. It was better than the love of women.
Yeah.
See what I've been saying all along?
Yeah.
There was something going on there.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that's a very strong and strange statement to be made by just a regular guy, a heterosexual guy.
Who has 2 wives, but didn't.
Many wives.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many wives he had at this point. So
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like he was bisexual.
Mm-hmm. So chapter 2. David asked God. He's still asking God things.
Yeah, he always does.
Okay, doesn't David just become king now because Saul is dead?
It's coming. He's going to finally do it, yeah.
So David asked God, should I go to any of the cities of Judah?
God answered, yes, go to Judah.
Where in Judah should I go? David asked.
God said, go to Hebron.
So David took his 2 wives and his men and went to Hebron.
As soon as they arrived, the men of Judah made David king.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I needed to be just a little more patient.
Uh-huh.
So verse 8. But Saul's captain Abner made Saul's son Ishbosheth king of Israel.
Yeah, so now we have a divided kingdom.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Yes, it is. And we're going to have that for a long time.
I am trying to take in that sentence. Saul's captain Abner. So that was Saul's right-hand guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not happy. He's not happy that David is now king.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if he knows.
Oh.
It might be more like meanwhile.
Oh, meanwhile. Okay, Saul's captain Abner made Saul's son Ishbosheth king of Israel. That's a weird name.
Yeah.
And that's not one that people who haven't read the Bible will know.
No, it's not familiar like David or Saul.
Or Goliath.
No.
Ishbosheth.
Yeah.
All right. So at least it is possible to say it. So he's the king of Israel.
Yes.
So David is the king of Hebron?
Judah.
Oh, Judah.
Judah. So what happened is we're going to have a divided kingdom where we have the 10 tribes.
Yeah.
In the northern kingdom of Israel. Sometimes it's called Samaria, but usually it's called Israel.
Okay.
And then where Jerusalem is the southern kingdom. That's the capital of the southern kingdom of Judah. And there's going to be 2 tribes in the southern kingdom, Judah and Benjamin. And the other 10 tribes are going to be in the northern kingdom of Israel.
Okay, well, I'm going to need a whiteboard for this.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get a lot worse.
Okay, so Abner, Ishbosheth's captain. Oh, wait a second. How could a captain just say, hey, you're going to be the king of Israel and I'm going to be your captain?
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Okay, so Abner, Ishbosheth's captain, and Joab, David's captain, met at the pool of Gibeon.
I guess I should go back on that. How could the captain... Well, he was the son of Saul, and all the other sons of Saul are dead.
Oh.
So Ishbosheth would have a claim to be king, and I guess his captain said, okay, so now you're king.
Okay, who decided, oh, it's not just going to be all one country. We're going to have a divided kingdom here.
Well, we have a divided kingdom because we had 2 real leaders, right? We had David lurking around, waiting for his chance to be king.
Yeah.
Now he's got the Judah. Remember, he was passing around. He was fighting for the Philistines. But then he passed around some of the booty that he got from those fights with Judah. With the southern folks.
He was laying the groundwork.
He was laying the groundwork, and now he's going to become king of the southern kingdom of Judah. But Saul and his son, Ishbosheth,
Uh-huh.
is going to be the king of the northern kingdom of Israel.
Okay.
Verse 12, I think.
Oh, yes. So the two captains,
Yep.
Abner and Joab, met at the pool of Gibeon. So is that like Switzerland, a neutral area?
It is, actually. It's right at the boundary of Israel, the two kingdoms.
Okay.
Abner said to Joab, "Let the young men play before us."
Well, I didn't think Abner was there. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Abner is the
Joab.
captain of Israel's army,
Yeah.
and Joab is the captain of Judah's army. And they met together, kind of at the border there.
Uh-huh.
And now Abner says to Joab, "Let them play. Let the young men play before us."
And that's their soldiers?
It's actually just a couple dozen of them.
Okay. So 12 of Abner's young men fought 12 of Joab's, and all 24 died. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're just playing around.
Playing around with their lives.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not liking Abner and Joab too much.
One of Joab's sons, Asahel, could run as fast as a wild roe. Maybe that's doe. I don't know what a roe is, but I think like a deer, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think roe is the egg of a...
Sea urchin?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think they don't run fast. This guy could really run fast, like a deer.
Okay. He decided to attack Abner.
Abner said to him, "Turn either to the left or the right."
And is that a threat? Or I'm going to kill you if you come straight at me?
He's saying, "You're coming at me.
Yeah.
You better turn one way or the other."
Okay. But Asahel just kept going straight. So Abner killed him by smiting him under the fifth rib.
Under the fifth rib, yeah.
That special place.
Yeah, that's the preferred place to kill someone in 2 Samuel.
Okay.
Some people have it, sometimes some translators translate it as the groin.
Oh, those are long ribs. Or
Yeah.
long ribs that would be this way.
I don't know anatomically why that would be the
Okay.
case, but sometimes it's the groin, and others say under the fifth rib.
Abner called Joab from the top of the hill saying, "Are we going to kill each other forever?"
Joab answered, "No, let's stop."
Because that was his guy, right? Asahel just got killed. So Joab blew a trumpet, and everyone stood still and stopped fighting.
Joab lost 19 men, and Abner 360.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Maybe Joab only had 19.
That's the end of our first episode of
Yes.
2 Samuel.
Yes, it is. Well, onward, Christian soldiers.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing this with me.
sure.
Goodbye, listeners. Thanks for sticking with us. You're in a new book as of today.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
Bye.